Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prepper, and in this video today we're going to demonstrate
some shotgun reloading and a basic introduction to it. Now to get started, some of the components you're going to need. Give you an example here. First, you're going to take your spent shot shell. You can see that this one's been fired, and this is what you're going to end up with, a nice reloaded shell, perfect for use. So the components you're going to need, right here you can see we have some different kinds of shot depending on what shells you're loading. This is some of the powders, and one important thing to do for the wadding, you're going to need wadding, and you want to make sure that you have the appropriate size for the shells that you're reloading. And then down here you're going to need your shot shell primers. So to get a demonstration of this, we're going to go to Kevin. Okay, now before you actually get started, you always want to consult your manual to make sure that you know everything about the reloading process before you actually begin. Now to start with, we're going to take a spent shot shell, and it's got that old primer in there, and the first thing we're going to do is knock that primer out so we can put a new one in. So you're going to insert that, and he pulls that handle down. That's knocking the spent primer out of the shell. You can see it's been knocked out. Now he's going to insert it to the next one where we reload our primers. Now since this is an older model, usually this right here will slide our primers in, but since this is an older model, we kind of got to do it manually. So we'll sit the primer in there.
Now when he pulls that handle down, it's going to seat that primer, and it's also re-gauging the inside of that shot shell. It's reforming it to make sure it's the proper diameter. And there you can see that the primer's been inserted and fully seated. You want to make sure that it's flush and not sticking out. And then when you're done with that, you go to the next process, and once he slides that little cup down, you're going to knock that, and what that does is that dumps your powder gauge into it. And now you're going to seat your wadding, and it's important to make sure you have the right size wadding when you start this, or else you're going to have trouble with your shot and it's going to be ruined. So when you pull the handle down on that one and you seat your wadding, you're dumping your shot in. You pull that out, and you want to make sure your shot's not spilling over the top of your wadding, and you're good on that. You're going to go to the next process, and what this is going to do is it's actually going to start that crimp that's on the top of the shell, so that way we can get it fully seated. You can see the crimp's been started, and now he's going to go to the final crimp on that and get it fully seated. And now you have a finished product shell. It's fully reloaded, ready for use. Now we're going to do a quick run through, normal speed, so you can see how quickly you can reload one. And that concludes our reloading.
Okay guys, the model number that we were using was the MEC model SM82, and this is a heavy duty unit.
Now always remember to follow the proper safety procedures when you're reloading your shot shells.
So we hope this has been a help to you, and just remember, being able to reload your own ammo is a great prep. So until we see you again, have a most blessed day, in Yahushua name.